Hi, Jace.
Hello, mate. You okay?
I'm good, mate. Right, let's cut to the chase first of all, then. A lot of people have been sort of watching on social media, on Facebook and stuff like that, and just hearing on the grapevine that you've been having a skid at Scunthorpe recently.
Yeah. So basically, everything happened, and obviously, sorry for everything what happened. And I just like basically used it to train as hard as I can, to get myself back to where I want to be, like racing, and do everything the best I can to get back on top. Like, I'm really fit, ready for racing, and I've been thinking about it for the last 4 years. So it was lovely to get back on the bike and just have a little slide. Really, I feel better on the bike than I've done before.
It
So I'm really
felt
happy.
felt okay. Felt okay, did it? Felt like you were still got it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I was really happy, really happy. So I went out first time, and then I went out on the second time, and everything's good. And yeah, I'm really happy to be fair.
Good stuff, mate. That's good to hear. Now, obviously, I know I spoke to you the other day and you said you don't really look too much on things like the British Speedway Forum and stuff like that. But there has been a big topic in relation to people wondering if you are looking to come back racing and stuff. So let's take you back to where things went wrong 3 or 4 years ago. And obviously, you weren't in a great place then. And as you just kicked off with then straight away, like you said, you apologise for the stuff that you've done. Tell us about what happened sort of then in your mind and sort of what went wrong.
I was just obviously I just hanging around with the wrong people. Thought them people was actually my friends, and I always knew that they weren't. My dad had always told me that, and I just basically everything happened, and I just tried helping people out, and it just backfired on me. You know what I mean? And dude, like everything happened that fast, and it was just a sad thing straight away after it happened. I knew that shouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? And it was just a case of then once I got locked up, it's just a case of me putting everything to one side and trying my best to dedicate myself so I can be as fit as possible for when I get out and try and make everyone proud. I know it's not going to happen straight away overnight. It's something I'm going to work 110% like to get back to where I was. So I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, it was a bad scenario, and obviously, like I say, I'm sorry for everything what did happen, and it's only me what can put things right.
Some fans obviously are thinking like, sure, are you the right kind of person to be back in a sport where people are looking to have heroes and look up to people, that type of stuff? Um, what assurances can you give people going forwards that you sort of like you've turned over a new leaf and I know in
Yeah,
the past you've had opportunities and stuff. I think when you very first started racing and stuff, things weren't great in like maybe like your upgrade bringing or your past or something. And I know Bellevue took like a bit of a chance on you, didn't they, as your first team?
yeah, yeah. Well, obviously, I worked very hard to get where I was with my racing, and um, it was just like obviously, I just always had certain people in my life what I thought I could try and help out, and it was like that was where I went wrong in my life. Now I know, like all them people, I don't have one bit of respect for. I wouldn't even ring them to see if they're all right or anything like that. I don't have any contact with anyone like that. And that was my downfall. That like I try and help people out in life, and it'd always backfire on me. But I'm really happy now because I've come to agreement with myself with that. That's never gonna happen. You know what I mean? And I just want to do everything I can the best way to get back on track and be racing, and something what I love because the stuff what I've done in my life, I've achieved quite a lot of good stuff, and like for the sake of that one thing, and it's just like it's not good, you know what I mean? So I just want to do everything I can, even if I could do a charity meeting just to show a bit of support or something like that. Like I'd be happy with that. I
Yeah, I
just want,
suppose ideally, if it had been sort of like the Ben Fund and stuff like that, would have been a good sort
yeah,
of place to come back. I think you were due to race for Birmingham the year that
yeah,
you got sent down, and you'd done some meetings the year before.
yeah. I had a really, really lovely time at Birmingham. Some lovely people there. But obviously, I understand that it's going to be a bit hard for some people to agree with some certain things. But like, if you can speak to me and understand it from a different point of view, then there's no understanding of anything what happened. But at the end of the day, like that would never happen again. And I just want to dedicate myself to my racing and do everyone proud. You know what I mean? And like Birmingham, I love riding that track. It's one of my favourite tracks in the country. And Lawrence and everyone, even the fans and everyone in the stadium, what they've done for me. I appreciate it over the years. You know what I mean? And
What were those 4 years like for you, mate? And what did you get up to during them?
well, obviously, straight away it's like come to terms of everything what happened, and then I just started training twice a day, like 6 sets of 25 to 1. Over dinner that would take me an hour and 40 minutes, and then in the afternoon I'd do about 6 sets of 15 to 1. And I just do that every day religiously to just to get out back to my racing, and be as fit as possible. Where this is where I lacked on a bit before everything what happened, because I didn't really train as hard as what I've done now. And I'm ready for it, you know. I lost my granddad. That was a bit hard to deal with while I was away, and I just want to make sure I can make him proud, make myself proud, and make everyone around me proud. But no one's around me now who make me go backwards in life, you know.
So I think that pretty much covers everything in relation to what happened. Everybody, you know, is well publicised through the press and stuff. Final thoughts looking back on it, mate. Anything else you want to say about that?
Yeah, well, obviously, if we had the opportunity to say sorry to the victims of everything that happened, I'd love that opportunity to do that. And obviously, like, just try and do something for them, just to say sorry. But hopefully, I will be able to have that opportunity. But I don't know at this moment in time. So I just got to be positive, and like in some way, if I can do a little bit of a charity meeting or something like that and help support people like that, then it'd go a long way.
Definitely, mate. Yeah, that's good to hear. So, in relation to looking forward to racing and that, mate, what have you got fixed up already? Have you got like race suits? Have you got bikes? You know, that kind of stuff, a van, or are you looking for help with that, or are you looking to just put yourself on your feet this time to start off with?
Yeah, well, I've got all my own equipment. I'm just in at this moment in time, just in the meantime, getting some suits, a suit, and some covers and everything made from the bikes, and got my engines and that sorted out, van and that's all sorted out. So it's just I just want to, like, this time now I'm going to go racing. I want to make sure I've got all my own stuff there ready. I had that before, but I want to make sure I've got all my own stuff and I'm doing the best I can to achieve where I left off. You know what I mean? And do better. To be fair. And like I say, there's a few people what's asked me to ride, but I didn't want to jump at that straight away because I didn't have the equipment and everything sorted out. But now I've managed to sort everything out. I just want to do my best to, like, 100%, like, do my best to get back on track to where I was. So yeah, I feel a lot better on the bike because I've got a really clear head and I've put in the hours of training and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel really good.
And do you feel like you're looking for like a Premiership team, the top league, or you're looking at Championship, or what kind of thing? Do you even know what you'd be on, like, average wise or anything?
Yeah, in the middle league, I think the average is 7 something, and in the top league, I think the average is 4 something at this moment in time. And the way I feel like on a bike and the way I've rode it and stuff like that, I feel like I could well achieve double that in near enough both leagues. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. To be fair.
Obviously, sponsorship and stuff might be a little bit difficult now because of obviously all of the negative press and stuff in the past. But are you lucky enough to still be in touch with any of your old sponsors and stuff? Is anybody helping you out on those lines?
Yeah, well, I've been down to Coventry, seen a few sponsors from there. I've still been in contact with quite a few sponsors, and they said obviously they're willing to help me out still. I've been and met them all and explained the situation and that, and obviously I know it's hard to come to terms with at the start. And when I've explained to them, they said we're pretty much understanding. You will never really understand like I understand that, you know. And neither do I, you know. And I just said, look, I'm going to do 110%. My best to get myself back to where I was, and I'm better, you know. So I just got to keep going and make sure you get up every day with a right smile, ready to put 110% in back to racing. And I'm only 30 now, so I've got 15 years left of me racing, so I'm really happy.
And is that what you've really got in your heart to do now? mate. You're not looking to sort of, I don't know if you did anything training wise whilst you were inside in relation to looking at any other sort of vocations or anything. But are you looking to like work alongside it if you can do, or maybe work with one of your sponsors, or is it just purely speedway you're looking to do now?
Just purely racing or what I get back into. Like I love being on my bike, and there's nothing really else what I really want to do. There's nothing really what else what I really want to do. To be fair, yeah, there's nothing really else what I do. So I've dedicated myself to it, and I just want to make sure I'm proud and everyone else is proud around me.
Cool. I think that just a final thing then, mate. So to any promoters, you've already said you sort of like you're good to go and stuff. Finally, obviously, we've touched on it at the start of the interview and stuff. But any fans who are sort of thinking, well, you know, I have looked on social media to see what people are sort of saying, and it's not a majority. I'd say it's 50-50 in relation to people wanting to give you a chance and stuff because they know you as a good guy, you know, in the past kind of thing. So, but for anybody who's like, oh, I shan't go to that match, you know, because Jason Garrity might be riding it, or I'm not taking my grandchildren to that match, or if they ask who he is, it's going to be awkward to explain. What would you say to those people? Obviously, you want to be given another chance, don't you? To prove yourself.
Well, I'd love them to come and speak to me as a person, you know, and I'll explain the situation and obviously like I'd like them to see me ride the bike and what I love doing best. And obviously I'm a very good rider, and it's just like I'd appreciate if they come and speak to me as a person instead of like writing things or stuff like that about me, and they'd realise they'd understand a different point of view, and they'd probably feel a bit better off, and you know. But I understand that they're doing what they do. But I'd love to have the opportunity to actually reach out and speak to them face to face and explain the situation, you know. And obviously I will do that to a few people who see along the way and explain the situation, and hopefully they understand it from a different point of view and like willing to give me that second chance, you know. So it'd be lovely to meet everyone, and like I've been to Bellevue, that was a lovely track. I went there, and like I say, I've been up to Scunny riding my bike, and I'm just ready, mate, to get back on the bike and do what I do love best.
That's good, mate. Well, I think it's been very brave of you to come on and do an interview with us. Hopefully, plenty of people will see this, and anybody who maybe is on the negative side of the fence will think about giving you a second chance. It seems pretty obvious that you're looking forward to getting back to racing, and you want to give it your all. I to wish you all the luck with that, mate.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
You
Cheers,
take
buddy.
care. Yeah. See you, mate.
Thanks, mate.